Okay, guys, as you see right now, I was like listening to like creepy songs, Well, then I saw this comment about the music box sad creepy song, and he literally did a horror story. Like, it's very long, so I'm gonna read it to you while playing the music so it can match. Yeah, let's get started. After listening to this music over and over again, I finally came up with a story. A family of four had just recently bought an old house just outside their hometown. It was a two-story house with a basement. The family had a mother, father, a teen girl, and a young boy. The mother had given the boy her old music box. The music box had been passed down generation from generation. The mother had told the boy that the music box had stopped working, but it's still nice to have the reason the mother gave the young boy the music box to him and not his sister was because the boy was musically gifted at a young age. At his 6th birthday, they bought him a piano and started giving him piano lessons. He had a bright future ahead of him. One day, while he was exploring the house, he found a secret tunnel inside the walls. Curious, he followed the tunnel and had found some stairs that went down the basement. He continued down the stairs and found a secret room. It was empty, dusty, and dark. He took out his flashlight and found a string attached to the ceiling. When he pulled the string down, a light bulb turned on. The room was lit now. There really wasn't anything in there, just a lantern sitting on the floor in the middle of the room. The kid was wondering why this room was here, but he heard his mother calling him, so he went. The young boy decided not to tell anyone about the tunnels or the room. It would be his special place. Every day he would go there when he had time, and he would make an addition to the room. Posters, a sleeping bag, a pillow, some water, jugs, and comic books. On same nights, he would even sleep there. Then one then on one dark rainy night, when the boy was in his special room looking at the music box, it was beautifully handcrafted, truly a masterpiece. He would stare at it and always wondering just how it was made. Surely it had a wonderful backstory. The boy was getting ready for bed when he heard his mother scream. Quickly, he put the music box down and went to see what was happen. He hurried up to the stairs and stopped at the wall. Through the cracks in the wall, he could see what was happening. Two masked men had broken in the house. He saw his mother on the ground. They both had guns. He saw his dad coming down the stairs with a shotgun. Before he could shoot the bad men, they shot him first. He fell down the stairs. The boy heard a loud come crack noise coming from his father as he fell down the stairs. He was wondering why his father wasn't moving. The boy had tears in his eyes. His mother was crying and asking why the men had come to their house. One of the bad men went upstairs and the other said they were looking for something old, something small, something that played music. The boy was trying to fight his tears. He had what they were looking for. He was thinking, what if he gave them the music box? They would go away. That his father would get up from his nap after a long hard nap of work, and father would take a long well-deserved nap. The boy The boy thought he was sleeping because he was tired. He then heard another shot come from down upstairs. The Batman was upstairs, had come back. The one downstairs was yelling at the one upstairs, the tears started flowing down his face like a river. He was so scared he couldn't move. Then Batman come downstairs and they pointed their guns at his mother. No, then boy whispered. They started asking for questions about the music box. When they had both turned their backs on her, she reached for one of her guns. Just as she had grabbed his gun, the other one pulled his out and shot her. The boy couldn't hold his tears back any longer and let out a small cry. One of the men heard the boy and asked him to come out. They promised they weren't going to hurt him, but the kid knew they weren't lying. The boy went back to his secret special room. Faintly, he could still hear the Batman search for him and the box. He cried and cried and cried. The boy was absolutely crushed. Out loud, he wished for Batman to be gone. Then as suddenly as he said that, he felt like there was something else in there with him. He then wished that the Batman to die. He then heard whispers all around him. He wished for his mother to come back to life. The light on the ceiling started flickering. He wished for all the bad stuff to go away. He felt the shadows gathering around him. Mom, I miss you. Then suddenly, the light went out. The whispers stopped, shadows disappeared. He was alone in the dark. He turned his lantern on. As soon as he turned it on, the music box appeared in front of him. The boy couldn't believe what he saw or heard. The music box was open and playing unearing the song. The boy didn't care how it got there or how it was playing music. He just stared at it and away. The boy stopped crying. He was calm. Soon the whispers and shadows came. Soon the whispers and shadows came back. He could hear the whispers more clearly. They asked him if what he said was true. They asked him if that's what he really wanted. The shadows said they could help him, but at a cost. The boy just looked at the music box and remembered his mother giving it to him because she loved him. He loved her. The boy said yes without looking away from the box. The whispers became louder and the shadows started to cover his whole body. The boy wasn't scared. The boy didn't fight it. The boy didn't move. Soon the boy was pulled into the shadows. The music box stayed there, open, playing music. In the distance, screams rang through the whole house. The sound of bullets were flying everywhere. Still the box played music. The sound of footsteps running, glass breaking, things falling. The sound of men pleading to live is heard dragging across the floorboard until he cannot be heard no more. Yet still the music box still plays. One more left to pay for what he did. The one who shot mother, the screams and shouts of the men dying a slow, painful death calms the boy, and the music box. The sound of the music box is fading. It keeps fading until it cannot be heard no more. The boy is calm for now. Several days later, a concerned friend of the family come to see how they were doing. When she had opened the door, the house was neat and clean. She checked every room. No trace of the family was found except for the boy's room. All of his stuff was still there, clean, not neat and untouched. She then heard a child laughing far away. She looked everywhere, but she couldn't find where she heard that the boy. As she was leaving, she heard something that she would never forget in the distance. Faintly, she heard music. She looked all around the house, but she never saw anything that would play music. She then got a strange feeling that she wasn't alone. She got out of there as fast as she could, walked calmly to her car, and started it. Before she left, she looked at the house one last time and saw a young boy staring out the window, looking at her. She knew who the boy was, but she was very scared and took off. She never looked back. She never came back. The Music Box. The end. Guys, that's all the story. It was really like fun, and it was scary too. So yeah, guys, go subscribe to him. Like his it's Hunter dash 559. In the description is gonna be his YouTube channel. So yeah, guys, that was so long. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and like the video, and please share it with others. So yeah, bye guys.